Have you ever mistaken someone's jealousy for how much they cared? The constant texting when you don't reply fast enough, the subtle jabs about your friends, the way they always need to know where you are. It felt intense. It felt like passion. Most people call it love. Psychology calls it something else entirely. It's called control. And it's one of the most disguised red flags there is. Let's break down the real psychology behind why possessiveness gets mistaken for love so often. One, intensity feels like intimacy. Our brains aren't wired to distinguish anxious arousal from romantic arousal. A racing heart from jealousy and a racing heart from excitement register almost the same way. So when someone reacts strongly to losing you, it can feel like proof of how much you matter instead of what it actually is, fear of losing control. Two, possessiveness often wears the mask of protection. I just worry about you. I just want to know you're safe. Psychologists call this benevolent framing, control disguised as care, which makes it almost impossible to name as a problem because on the surface, it sounds loving. Three, jealousy activates the same reward loop as attention. When someone gets upset over your attention going elsewhere, some part of you registers it as being valued. But value and ownership are not the same thing. One wants you to thrive, the other wants you contained. Four, most people learn love through inconsistency, not stability. If your early relationships taught you that love comes with tension, testing, or uncertainty, then calm, secure connection can actually feel boring or suspicious. Chaos starts to feel like chemistry. Five, the isolation happens so slowly you don't notice it. It rarely starts with you can't see your friends. It starts with subtle comments, a little guilt here, a little doubt there. Psychology calls this behavior gradual isolation, and it's one of the clearest markers of control disguised as devotion. Six, you start shrinking to keep the peace, editing what you say, softening how you dress, managing their emotions before your own. That's not romance. That's a nervous system in survival mode, not a heart falling in love. If you've ever confused jealousy for proof of love, psychology doesn't say you were naive. It says you were taught somewhere along the way that being wanted intensely was the same thing as being loved safely. Healing isn't about becoming guarded. It's about slowly teaching yourself that real love adds room to your life. It doesn't take it away. Subscribe and keep decoding the human mind.